wisely and crush those responsible.
My will is strong.
Hello darkness, my old friend. Welcome back guys to the Cloud Clover True International Season 2 of the Indian Qualifiers, and now we are entering the quarterfinals. And just because it's a quarterfinal doesn't mean the teams still have to slack off. This quarterfinals is not like other, because it's gonna be a best of one. And yes, guys, you might be seeing on my right, there's nobody. There's blank. It's the abyss, basically. You know, my possible future. I don't make casting work. But anyhow, guys, Wands won't be available for tonight, so it's gonna be a solo casting. Just you and me, okay? Solo journey once again, solo leveling. We might not be Sun Jin Hu, but we'll try to cast this with you. Yeah, okay. That was kind of cringe, but hey, welcome back, guys. But tonight's match is gonna be very interesting because it's gonna be quarters, and it's gonna be a brutal, pure, devastating double elimination round. Because anybody who loses their first match here, like I said, it's a best of one already, and they're gonna get absolutely destroyed if they don't cook up well. And here we are, Lakshmi Chitfun versus Armageddon Esports. Of course, this is gonna be a very, very interesting match because we have one of the best teams in India right here, Lakshmi Chitfun and the Soul Rising Armageddon Esports are actually winning against the Swiss stages in the Mythic Showdown against In Heaven as well. That finally Armageddon are having a worthy opponent for themselves. So Lakshmi Chitfun, like usual, gonna have the first pick. They won the first pick as much as possible because they want to cook up something. They want to take something that Armageddon would probably, in terms of draft, which they are, I would say they're in a disadvantage because Lakshmi Chitfun are more committed when it comes to drafting. And for now, it seems like they're banning a Fanny. I'm not quite sure because Armageddon lineup, they don't really have people that can like go really comfortable with a Fanny. I've seen Ito play. I've seen Soltakpo play. As for Joji, he's more of a, I should say, you know, a MOBA Zen hero pool kind of guy. So banning out that one, not quite sure, unless you have improved in the, you know, the coming days and he could pick the Fanny. But let's just say Lakshmi Chitfun didn't do their homework, but they do their homework on this second ban because Soltakpo, previous matches in the Swiss stages of the Mythic Showdown, match number 2 and 3 against In Heaven, he was carrying like crazy. So they're gonna respect Soltakpo phobias, so of course they're gonna be banning it out. But I'm not quite sure of that Fanny just yet. But here comes our Megatron with some of the bans. They're kind of respecting Serar Moon onto the Hayabusa. So this Hayabusa is gonna be out of the question as long as a Kalia because it's a basic ban. You don't want to get whipped by the tail, or you don't want to get coiled by the tail. So right now, third ban is going to be coming up. Lakshmi Chitfun. What are they going to target? Or what are they going to do? Is it going to be a usual ban, or is it going to be a targeted ban? Or I mean a counter ban, like we usually say it, right? Oh, it's going to be the Irithel. So they're looking for something that can go range. I'm pretty sure they will try to pick up the Granger. The fact that they're just banning that Irithel out of the way. Maybe possible with the Harriet also, but the Harriet kind of shreds the Irithel after he gets the Zaman Force. But at the side of Armageddon, Ito needs to cook. Okay, it's not only the body fats that needs to be cooked, it's the mind and the draft that needs to be cooked here. Because LCF, okay, their leader Error has that brain, that mentality, okay? Pretty good drafter, I should say, but here comes the Matilda. And yes, Error, pretty sure can play the Matilda as well. So they're gonna have those support kind of rotations on the early game, just stopping Lakshmi Chitfun. But here comes the first pick. Is it gonna be a Granger, or is it gonna be something else that can like zone, like a safe pick? Agathot Kacha is also there. I don't think Florin is gonna come up because if you pick a Florin, of course Armageddon is gonna reach. But oh, it's gonna be a Kimi, either in the mid lane or the gold lane. But I'm pretty sure this Kimi usually shines a lot when it comes to mid lane plays. Am I right, guys? So, for now, Armageddon are gonna be aware. So yes, Joji, very comfortable with the fighter picks, the jungle as well. Ooh, look at this. This opens a lot of a lot of potential on the side of Armageddon Esports because they can use the Baxia to either go roam or jungle, and they also can use the Lucas to go jungle or EXP. But in terms of EXP wise, not really sure. I only see EXP Lucas is in rank, but this opens up a whole new one. this is actually kind of like a better drafting at the side of Armageddon because they are open and prone. So they're gonna think that the Lucas is gonna go EXP. So Luxmi Chit Fun are cooking up the CC that can like basically, you know, tat down any tanky jungles. And like we said, Granger is finally picked because of that Irithel ban. Like the only reason why you would ban an Irithel is because you want the Granger. And the Irithel kind of, you know, shreds the Granger. But of course, Ito, a quick-witted guy, not in terms of the mentality. I don't think in physical wise, but let me stop roasting my boys here. Yes, against a Granger, a Harriet is a pretty solid choice because, of course, a Granger once you get the Death Sonata has the range, has the potential to burst down the Harriet, like chip him down with the Death Sonata. But in terms of Harriet wise, you have the Zaman Force. If you close in the gaps, not the gaps, what the freak? If you close in the gaps, you can catch up to a Granger. And Granger is a directional hero when it comes to skills. And when the Granger shoots, it's just gonna be a one-way unless you have a very low ping. But which I don't think the low ping is gonna favor the side of LCF because maybe one match they'll play in Mumbai, and you guys know LCF are in Mumbai side. So it's basically Bengal versus Mumbai. So in terms of the ping difference, this Granger is gonna have a hard time because if you don't have a good internet, the Rhapsody is kind of hard to cancel down in like the 2 shots, the 3 shots. Okay, that really solely depends on your MS as well. So it kind of gives an advantage for the Ito when it comes to Harriet, because Ito I'm pretty sure is gonna play his normal ping unless the servers are, you know, changed simultaneously from next match to next match. But it's only gonna be a best of 1. So I don't know what server are they gonna use. I'm pretty sure Bengal will be fair in terms because Mumbai they can get the single digit, but in terms of playing otherwise, the ping will both be 30-30. So I'm pretty sure the Bengal will be more prioritized here. So like we said, Ito will have the advantage over the Granger. Once you get caught in the Zaman Force, you can use the Chrono Dashes to avoid the bullets. So that is good. So this comes another ban on the side of Lakshmi Chit Fun. They don't want to give the healing, the utility comp that is mainly used in ranked matches, of course. So Florian out of the way. They don't want to give the range to the Armageddon as well. So Farsa out of the cover. And Armageddon on the other hand, they're not giving Terrar Moon his, you know, comfort picks. They're banning out the Ling, they're banning out the Joy. It's mostly targeted towards Terrar Moon. So we are seeing Serrar instead. He's gonna go for a bit of sustain and true damage, because this export pick is actually pretty good against the composition of Armageddon Esports, because we see 3 tanky heroes, very tanky. So they're gonna top it off with a Carmilla, the Curse of Blood, if you can connect, especially to a Glue when he's on his, you know, little Lynx form. It's just gonna burst them down. It's just gonna, you know, evaporate them out of existence. Just the purification of flames from the export fire. Yeah. So now that is a complete draft coming in from Lakshmi Chit Fun, and here comes Azushin to the side of Armageddon Esports. Okay, Azushin could work against this Carmilla maybe, but they are also very fast in terms of avoiding the Lantern Flare. So not quite sure. Maybe they're lacking on the magic department. They are solely, you know, giving Ito that magic burst. Like he is basically going to be the late game carrier, because looking at the draft, it's quite I should say Lakshmi Chit Fun, they have that, you know, mobility kind of, you know, utility. But on the other hand, Armageddon are fully going the brute force tankiness. Jin, Glue, Lucas, Baxia, these are not really the ones that can burst down people, unless a Lucas goes in like the piece of like form. That is a different case. And yes, they're solely relying on Ito's late game potential. So it seems like they're gonna go for the late game. But as of Lakshmi Chit Fun, they don't really have that early burst as well. So this is gonna be a very slow match as far as I'm qualified to do analysis over here, guys. So right now, yeah, it all comes down to the execution, guys. But once again, our sponsors are gonna be Vista, providing the tournament lobbies, of course, and NEXT G for the funding of the jerseys. So the grand final winner will, you know, have the opportunity to be shipped that sweet jersey customized just for their team you know, those logos. Just think about the high quality jersey. And here we are into the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. First match of the quarterfinals to go to the upper brackets, or I should say lower brackets. So here we are, Lakshmi Chitfun onto the blue and Armageddon onto the red. But this is only a one-time chance, so you can't blow this. Okay, both of the teams can blow it because it's a best of one series. Usually quarters are best of three, but as of now, there's a little bit of engagement on the mid side. And as for now, it's pretty, you know, like I should say it's normal. Because it's always gonna be Ryota trying to poke them down, but instead we are seeing Asuna. Oh, Asuna actually. Whoa, these guys actually a pretty good mid laner as far as I'm concerned. So Ryota is gonna have a little bit of trouble when it comes of experience. You know, Asuna days, in those days of what was it? Sap Dragon days, I'm pretty sure SDS. Oh, but right now on the top side though, we are seeing Fame onto the roaming Baxia. So Error is gonna be there to provide the vision. Serrar is working towards the level 4 for the last insanity, and they want to burst people down. But right now, it seems like both the sides are looking for a bot, kill, because like we said, Ito, they're gonna solely, rely on Ito's burst potential. So they're looking for the god lane as fast as possible, and that's almost gonna kill. But it seems like Ryota is gonna be flickering for the first blood. Kind of like a very risky move for Ryota, I should say, but it seems like Ryota almost kind of surviving, but no, Seramo still chokes him down. Here comes Bumblebee, gonna be bursting down. That's almost Fame going down the drain. Error will get taken out by Josie. And here comes the dancer of the nine-tailed fox going towards Asuna. Soltec Pulse finally comes in to give the assistance. And with that being said, 2-1 trade on both sides in all favor of Revelation Armageddon, which we will all experience by the end of the world. So that's Armageddon here, it's really showing what the prophecy is like. But as of now, this is the turtle. It's just going to be a turtle skirmish on both sides. Lakshmi Chitfun not looking really healthy. Traction pulse towards two people, but Solta Pole has it covered. He's going to go try to stick onto Error as well. Serarmon finally comes here. It's going to be Rota falling towards an anti getting the kill there. Another kill as Serarmon just incinerates any tanky person with the true damage of the fire missiles. And once again, Solta Pole also getting chipped down by this a bit of the Starlium energy that's going to be pew-pewing around. Solta Pulse kind of survives. It's going to be Serarmon taking the turtle, but at the same time, look at this. Anti is looking for the kill, but Josie would be the one to say hello to my that big burst. But it seems like Ito also getting gapped on bot lane. A solo kill for Kozo, and Ito bites the dust. And that kind of, makes a pendulum kind of rotation to the side of Lakshmi Chitfun. It seems like Mr. Somebody's in trouble. Error will get taken out here. Joji gets this killing spree. And with that being said, 5-4 and maybe more, because this is basically a brawl server at this point, because Fame needs to go back, or maybe, oh, Ryota getting caught. This is bad. This is sees that experiments. It's just going to be another last insanity comes again. That's a shutdown for Serarmon. Killing spree for Bumblebee. And that just shows how much of advantage LCF have in terms of draft, because they have a slow ticker damage that can just melt them down. Even the last Insanity Export, we know that he's climbing up the ranks. He's a pretty good jungler right now in terms, because the meta is kind of forcing back to the utility once again. But it seems like Mr. Fame is in trouble. Need to try to use it. Connection of Curse of Blood towards two of Armageddon Esports members. What can they do? Ryota takes in the Lantern Flare, but not much gonna be happening, because Anti in the mid side providing a little bit of a lane pressure, because my tongue always kind of tie itself. But now, Error. We're seeing Error here, looking for maybe kind of engagement, just bursting out, but he gets caught in the Lantern Flare. That's just going to be a Error being played and toyed around. As long as Sicilian is not mad, right? But as of now, Ryota might need to find this, but it's kind of hard for Armageddon to find themselves in a position, because they're already behind goal lead. Not too much, but in terms of like pressure. Oh, here comes the Crash and Pulse. Is going to be Fame getting caught here. Crimson Beacon used by Ryota once again. Serarmon will be looking for the turtle instead of just fighting out. Fame is very low, so this is a quick advantage on the side of LCF to just take it out. They want to contest. Armageddon wants to contest, but in terms of retribution-wise, Serarmon still gets it. Here comes the absolute onslaught coming in from LCF towards Armageddon Esports. They take out two right there. Soltec Joji out of the you know, chipping board. Usually they say chopping board, but I like to call it chipping board. Get chip down HP, you know, by Saramo. Anyhow, now that's gonna be Asuna though, trying to invade, trying to get that purple energy to reduce the cost. I don't know if it actually reduces the purple buff actually reduces this, you know, Starlium energy time cost, but we'll just say it reduces because we got no analysis, boys and girls. But as of now, it's just gonna be Sararmon getting caught. The Lantern Flare once again. But nothing much gonna be happening because if we look at the items, Serar is actually working towards, I'm pretty sure, the Brute Force. And that Brute Force is gonna be quite handy in terms of this snowball potential. George is gonna get taken out by Anti here. Not much happening just yet. It's just gonna be an Anti getting caught. The, you know, the grip of the Soltak Pole. Is Soltak Pole grippy? That's the question. Or is he not, because he just let loose to Anti right there. And right now, Error, LCF are just looking for every inch of their soul. And Ito trying to defend this tier 1, but is it a good idea? Because Ito is gonna get caught here, get busted down by Kojo, but Serarmon also popping the Faragar along with Last Insanity, and that is 2 down once again. Ryota, like we said, they want to look for something that bursts down, but takes a utility mage for some reason. So, not quite sure. I mean, maybe a Sicilian could have worked better here. But anyhow, it seems like there's going to be tier 1 skirmish right there. Serarmon takes out Joji once again. Fame is in trouble. He's going to get melted by the Yo-Yo Blitz, or maybe not. Too tanky. Tier 1 down. And also a Joji down. And make it something, because Saltapo finally finds a shutdown towards the Serarmon. And here comes Ito on the backside. Gonna be using those chrono dashes towards Serar, or maybe Error, and gets a kill again. That's gonna be almost a dead, but Ito is looking really pissed off by the fact that he cannot get those hits. But Kozo on the other hand trying to look for that. 145 almost connects. That's a 1.5. Here comes Ito with a finishing blow, but no, he does not get it. Instead, Fame gets the Fame of the shutdown, and that is how the fight concludes. And as for Asuna though, still once more, they want to touch a little bit of a tire boy here, but top side as well. That is going to be Joji falling towards an EXP. That just shows how much fed LCF are in terms of itemization. Or it's just that the counter picks is just too much over here, ladies and gentlemen. Our Megadon are in a pinch. I am no oracle or a prophet when it comes to prediction, but it's just experience gap at this point. But here comes the Curse of Blood once again. That's going to be Ito using the Zaman Force to kind of give a pressurization blow towards somebody. But Ito and Soltak Pole is in trouble. But Fame and Soltak is going to bite the dust there. Trade for an Asuna. So it's a mid lane trade for EXP and a roamer. And that is a tier 2 down. Call it a very trade in the deficit of the side of our Megadon. Now, looking at the side, it seems like a luck to me chip fun. Looking in a sweet spot, the items as well. Soltak only gets that dominance. He kind of need to go for something else. I mean, dominance is not exactly going to work against a Serarmon because he needs more HP if you want to counter the true damage. But maybe go for the Molten Essence, or maybe a bit of a glowing one can kind of chunk down a little bit more HP. But no, Serarmon just absolutely destroys them. Ryota is in trouble again, but that, oh, look at that. More gonna be coming because the Curse of Blood being connected to 3 members, and 3 is down on the side of our Megadon. They're going to go for the 4. Asuna gets the kill. Soltak, only Joji left, only Naruto left. The talk no jutsu, I don't think it is gonna work in the land of Dawn, but he's going for the enhanced state. He's on his Hokage state, or I don't know, I don't watch Naruto. But here comes that tier 2 demolition. That is a tier 2 down. Holy Grail is being spent on bot. In the mid side as well is going to be spent. Top side, not much because the lane is still looking healthy on the other side. But Serar on the other hand, they know how to melt things up. Here comes Asuna just bursting down Ryota at this point. The butterfly lady, or what should I say, race wife, supposed to be tanky. But oh, Ito finally gets a shut down on towards Kozo. Or is he a bozo for actually feeding? Oh, no, never mind. Ito is kind of pissed out. He wanna make a Kyrie place, call it the Ituri. That makes no sense, guys. But it seems like Ito's gonna get caught on that flower right there, and he has got shut down. And it'll be Asuna getting the kill. Killing spree. Serarmon looking for a 1-2 over here, just clearing the lanes by the chat he is. I'm not glazing, okay, guys? I'm just glazing on whoever wins. I'm not biased. But as of now, it's just gonna be the Lord taken down 24-9 on the leaderboards. And look at the gold difference. It's too much, guys. It's just too much. Only a miracle can save our Megaton at this point. The Lord is finally ready to be used for sieging. Okay, these are the missiles that's gonna be hitting this Armageddon Esports. It's gonna be Josie getting taken out by Asuna once again. Too much sustain. It's not gonna be too healthy for Armageddon because they are up against true damage. Sky Piercers, all those goodies. Time of day can just shut them down. It's just gonna be an inhibitor, first inhibitor in the mid, getting busted upon. And more is gonna happen, I'm pretty sure, because the Lord marches down on the bot side. It might be a level 1, but in terms of this, Armageddon, that is literally the Armageddon's Lord. Okay, they don't want it to touch their inhibitor because that's just gonna slap it, erase it out of the map. But look at the stacks coming in. It's gonna be Kozo 576 on just 11-minute mark. Actually quite impressive. But this is the final stand for Armageddon. If they don't defend this, it's over for them. That is inhib on the bot side, and more is gonna be happening. Ito is really low. Don't want to eat the shots coming up from Kojo. But this is Soltapol trying to do once again kind of a play, kind of sticks up. He don't get the second stick. He's gonna get melted down here, I'm pretty sure. But look at Serarmu soloing 4 members, blasting with the last Insanity, and Asuna and Kozo picking up the kills. Triple traded to 3-2, and that is Lakshmi Chit Fun showing how it's done in the Land of Dawn, the quarterfinal best of 1 series, all in favor to the side of Mumbai. Crazy, isn't it, guys? Just crazy. In terms of drafting wise, that is a draft gap, like we said. LCF, they have such a good draft where they can, counter any certain possibilities. Even though Armageddon try to put up with the flex draft where flex picks actually, where they trying to kind of switch lanes, but no, that's not gonna work against LCF because LCF are kind of experienced. But it's good that Armageddon also put up a good fight. Both of the teams thumbs up, but it's gonna be LCF moving to the upper brackets. This time in upper brackets, it's gonna be a best of 3, and that is gonna conclude match number 1, ladies and gentlemen. I'm alone, but hopefully nobody's gonna be alone the second match because I'm gonna be, eating out for now. But match 2, stay tuned because I'm pretty sure it's either gonna be Peak to Plummet versus Megatron Esports or Vontade or Asendria on Echelon. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, share as well. Giveaways coming up. If you are active in the chat, you can get some sweet diamonds that you can purchase, some emotes or something. So with that being said, we're gonna be back after this break.
wisely and crush those responsible.
My will is strong.
Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome back to True International. We are going to be up with the second match as well. It's going to be Peak to Plummet versus Megatron Esports. Both of these teams are freaking strong as well. You know, these two are absolutely awesome. And I expect no less from these two. Shit. You know, I gotta say, man, Peak to Plummet and Megatron Esports, these guys are old, but in a sense I would say that Skyzen there, Charin, Savage Warrior, Aizen, Levenair, these guys have a really good reputation. I would say their gameplay is second to none, and they have their own playstyle as well, which I really love. But the best part to explain it is you have to experience it yourself, and that you will be doing that as well. We have Megatron Esports, Romcom, a really good EXP laner, and Raren, if I'm not mistaken, is the jungler. Yeah, I think Baby is the jungler. If my memory does me good right here, I think Raren is going to be the jungler. And these two teams are going to be up, and I think this is a best of 3, I would say. Yeah, because these teams are strong. There's only one winner for the rest of the evening as well. Guys, what do you think here? Chat, guys, let us know which team you are, rooting for. And I am guessing maybe Peak to Plummet, but like many of Megatron Esports team, both these teams have a really good fan base as well. And, the teams are nice too. We are going to be starting out soon. By the way, guys, yes, and there we have it. We are into the drafting phase with Peak to Plummet having the first pick as well. We got Levenair here. Who will he be banning out? Because you don't want to give CC to Romcom. He's pretty good with the CC there. I remember him. I remember playing and watching him in the finals as well. He did a really excellent job, especially against IGN too, if I am not mistaken, in that finals. And we do have a pretty long waiting ban here because they need to take their time. Both these teams cannot underestimate each other at all. And if they do, a simple mistake would cause a pretty huge loss over here for both sides. And we do have a Badam being banned out. It's pretty good because I think maybe they're gonna go for the assassin, the assassin jungler, as we've mentioned here. Oh, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I do have to mention that Hyper and jungler are completely different. Might I say, So yeah, Hyper is usually the one who has the most gold and the leading, not just kills. I mean, Hyper can have a lot of kills. I mean, the jungler can have a lot of kills, but if the marksman has the more, the gold, then that's gotta be the hyper carry basically. So even if the mage has more gold, it applies to every single lane as well. If you have a mage that has more gold than the rest of the team, and also like the opponents probably, then you are gonna have a hyper mage. You can just say the hyper carry. I think that it would be a lot more easier. But looking on the side of Megatron Esports, they're going to be banning out Chip. I think this could be a respect ban because their Chip gameplay by Peak to Plummet. I've seen the way they've utilized like every little bit of what Chip can do, and it's not really pretty for someone that you're going to be going against. So I think this is going to be a respect ban for the side of Megatron Esports. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Right now we do have a Basha being banned out. This is good. He is a flex pick at the end of the day, and you don't want to give away, the meta picks. And considering that even though they have the first pick by peak to plummet, they're not really going to be able to kind of pick more meta heroes because it is the first pick, and the moment you pick one, the other two are just going to pick really strong, meta picks, right? So that means you're just gonna give two away just for that one hero. So that's not really good trade. I wonder who they're gonna be banning out here. Megatron Esport, and looks like it's gonna be the Matilda. All right, the support hero that has been dominating the battlefield for as long as I can remember. She definitely deserves to be in the ban list, dude, because I don't want to go against the hero who's all push and just straight up frontline and tanking all of the damage and also killing heroes. And then there's a Matilda who takes him away to safety, or even regenerates a part of his HP because her light step kind of gives you shield, which ultimately activates the favor roam and healing his other teammates as well. I don't want to go against that at all, especially with a team that's really known for aggressive playstyles. And now they're going to be a bit of an issue coming up here. But okay, we do see a Phobius being banned out by Peak to Plummet. I think this could be a possible good choice over here because he is in the end a meta pick no matter how you look at it. Many heroes that are being picked out right now and is on the meta list for the whole seasons here until the next update, of course, which is going to drastically change the whole bloody meta again. He kind of cancels out a lot of ganks, and something you never expect would always happen with a Phobius. And oh my goodness, we do see a Lu Yi being banned out here. I think, although she's kind of a real good mage, I would say if you don't really know how to play her well, you're not going to really kind of abuse her skills in such a way that it's going to help out your team. But then again, the relocation that she has is a little too intense to deal with. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, she was kind of the first chip, I would say. Someone who'd take you to places just can't take you back, that's all. But okay, the Charon is gonna pick out the Lucas here. They have a really wonderful jungler right now by Peaks Plummet. Then okay, the straight up counter for Lucas is being picked out. Would she be going to the EXP lane or the mid? Either way it works out as long as you have the tank build in the EXP lane. Then Valentina straight up, gonna dominate the off here. And we do have a Harris as well. This is pretty nice, I would say, but then again, Lucas and the beast form, it tends to cancels out CC, not just cancel out CC, it kind of disrupts your skills as well, especially if you're the one being hit. And I don't like to go against something like that because you have an active skill happening, and right when you think you're about to make a play, he just uses his skills and you're just like, wait, why am I being moved around? Why am I being the one who's being stunned here? This is not the way it works. But there we have it. It is a Lucas, and that's what you are gonna face. And there are two remaining picks for the first phase, and we have a Kalia open for the side of Peak to Plummet. Now this is gonna be interesting because they do have a Granger being topped up as well. I think he is I would say, Harris is a pretty good counter to Granger, but when it comes to, late game stacks and everything, he's going to have the damage, but Granger is just going to have that mobility, which I never thought was impossible. I only thought that it was it works with Zilong, with Johnson, with heroes that use sprint, But then again, I don't see that Harris kind of winning this, 1v1 or a 2v1 situation if Granger has enough stacks to take not just him down, but also another two. So it's going to be probably like maybe 800 to 600 stacks. I think that's like a imaginable. Yeah, and it's going to be like a proper stack count over here. But okay, Raren picking off that Fredrin as well for the side of Megatron Esports. Now we are up for the second ban phase as well. Farsha, the long range hero who can obliterate your opponents, with just your first and second skill as well. He has a really, really decent amount of damage in the early game, and I don't really think it's really, really, how would I say, balanced, considering the fact that her feather airstrike deals a whole lot of damage as well. But Gaton being banned out here would be a pretty good choice. You do not want to get that Lucas locked down by the taunting of Gaton as well. I think maybe it goes to Kalia, but I think, if you're lucky enough to activate your passive just before he taunts in, I think you're going to have kind of a decent shot at surviving the ganks when it comes to Gaton and the AOG being popped off as well. And who's going to be the final ban for their side as well? Because there's a really, really good, hero selection that you can ban out here for both the teams. And CC, just as I have said, guys, we're not going to be able to get that CC again. Oh, dude, this is one. I was talking about CC, and there we have it. CC, the respec ban has been popped off. And we have the high loss being banned out as well. They have a strong jungler, but then again, someone like high loss is just too much to deal with. Even if you have the damage, you're just gonna waste your spells, especially if you are a burst, because of the amount of HP that he has because of his passive. And I don't really like going against him either. So good job, guys. Megatron Esports on batting him out. But we do have Belleric. I think this is gonna be a pretty good choice. But then again, if he does not, mark that Lucas, then I don't see anything is gonna work out for the Belleric and his ultimate skill as well. They have the gourd. Oh my goodness me. They have the gourd to counter out that Fredrin as well. This is looking pretty good. I love the fact that, they removed the fact that he has to stand still for a wee bit just to, launch his spells. And I for a hero like Gourd, who does not have a lot, but he's straight out burst. It's not really, what would I say? What is the word for it? I think balanced. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It's not really balanced out that he can burst out, but he does not have a dash skill. So in order to counter that out, and a lot of complaints, by players, they finally patched that, and now he's able to surf around as he's able to, spam his ultimate skills as well. We got the X-Borg being picked out here. What a lovely jungle, EXP pick coming up here by Eisen as well. Romcom coming up with the Masha, and I think Masha would be a pretty good choice here, to counter out maybe the Granger or even the Gourd as well. But I don't see him surviving against, the X-Borg here. Masha against X-Borg, not really much of a fight at this point. Masha really needs to work this out. The Rizla is open as well. I think it would be a pretty good shot as well. But okay, Romcom is going to be very, very consistent with the Masha. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Peak to Plummet and Megatron Esports. Both these teams are hella strong. And, I think it's going to be pretty balanced out here. But then again, you may never know, especially when both teams are strong. either way, where if the playstyles do match, and Peak to Plummet's playstyle is a lot more stronger in the offense along with the defense rather than the Megatron esports, or if it is the vice versa, then you're gonna see just a complete obliteration of the other opponents as well. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Eisen on X-Borg. Granger being picked off by Skyzen as well. We do see Charin on that Lucas Ramcom. A really good, goalie, EXP laner, I would say. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in the land of dawn. I do not see a Valentina. I think he didn't load in. But there we have it. We are in the land of dawn. It's going to be Peak Plummet versus Megatron Esports. Surprisingly, both the teams, oh sorry, not surprisingly, both the teams are going to be going for the opposite of the gold lane, where it is crucial, very, very crucial for, to gang the gold lane. And in order to really, really win, you need to, help out your core here, which is going to be the Granger out here for their side and Lucas. So they have a pretty good shot at, the early game phase as well. Alrighty. I think maybe Valentina is having some network issues, and they might be asking for a bit of a pause here, but I do not know. Alright, the jungle stack has been taken up, and there we have it. The pause has been popped up, and I think, it could be the network issues for the Valentina over here. Peekaboo Predator. Okay. So guys, don't worry about it. They will be back soon. Just I think network issues. It's a common thing for every single one, but there are just those players who intentionally say that the network is bad, especially when you're in a ranked match and your team starts feeding and they're just like, oh, bad network area, dude. I don't think it's gonna work out for me. Sorry, that's my cat saying hello, guys. There we have it. Okay. I wonder what it could be. But then again, you know what? Let's talk about something else. I would say, I think maybe everyone knows that, no, maybe some people don't know, but Endless Battle is gonna have a nerf, and that is pretty sad, dude. It's not gonna give hybrid lifesteal anymore. So it's just gonna be straight up, HP and damage. But then again, you're still gonna have an enhanced version of the passive that it gives, the extra damage. But I mean, after using the skill, but I think they should, let it remain the same as well. We're gonna be seeing a wonderful, revamp on Grok as well. He's gonna be I love this current Grok as well, but the new one is like, oh sheesh, dude. You guys haven't seen the gameplay, guys. Check it out. And guys, as the pause is happening on as well, do like do love the stream and like it for us as well, and share it with your friends, because it's not the end. There's a lot more to happen as well. The turtle will be spawning in 47 seconds, so they have a lot of time to think about this, and for Peekaboo to come back in and reconnect as soon as possible, because I have been waiting for this match to watch itself, and I really do say that I'm happy to cast for this match as well, and I hope it's not gonna be I hope it's not gonna be a GQ or a walkover here. We are waiting. Very weird. as for 3 minutes has finally passed up for the side of Megatron Esports. I don't know what to say anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, brother. So, guys, there is a new hero that is coming up as well. Her name is Asendria. I think she's a new mage, but also it's a what you call it. She's like a mage marksman, just like the Nathan here, which I think is pretty good, and the Zetian, which is coming up. Her new passive is bloody annoying, and she's gonna be like the anti-gank for probably like a few seconds, like every few minutes. But I think that's fine though. So you know what? I think maybe someone needs to waste a skill or so in order to get the Zetian. So she's gonna be definitely in the ban list as well. And I think we're gonna have a 4v5 here because Megatron Esports, the Valentina, does not seem like he's gonna be coming up soon, anytime soon. It's already been like 4 minutes as well. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is gonna be a giveaway, so be as active as you can in the the live chat, and you are gonna be able to win prizes as well. It is gonna be daily, I think. Yes, like every stream. So guys, do stay tuned. And it's not just that. Remember, guys, I will repeat this again and again so people won't forget. If you are not able to send your ID and server in the live chat, please do share in your in our Instagram page where we're gonna be able to verify it as well. So guys, don't worry about that. We'll not be giving away your prize to anyone, let alone you itself. So stay tuned, guys. Ora, ora, ora. Yes, guys, turn off, whatever sense that you're thinking and get onto the screen as well. Like and sub, turn on the notification so you don't miss out on tomorrow's match as well. I think, the first match from the day one itself, True International has been really, really, promising. And the fact that they're able to give out a lot already is such an amazing thing too. And they're already really, really good teams that we are witnessing already. Come on, guys, that is about, really, really impressive as well. I love gameplays of like each and every team that has popped up here in True International, and we are yet to see more as well. Guys, remember, like and share too. Please don't forget to sub as well. I kind of think maybe it's gonna be a 1v1, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it's Peak to Plummet versus Megatron Esports. We have on the the third match of the evening here. We have Vontade versus Asendria as well. These two teams are, as you've witnessed yesterday as well. These two teams are pretty strong. So you gotta stay for that as well. And on the fourth, I think this is really, 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 impressive, and I think it's gonna be pretty hard too. It's gotta be Tartarus and Zepplin fighting off, and I think finally the match is gonna be resuming soon. There we have it. The fight goes on, and I think it's still gonna be a 1v1 with Charin taking the first blood as well. Oh, it is not looking good here. And there we have it. He goes down as well. I think maybe this could be a server issue or possibly a network problem for their side. But okay, the enemy has decided to surrender as well. And I think it might be a rematch. If not, it's going to be pretty... Okay, it's going to be a restart for, for this match here, because after disconnection, the other, Peekaboo Predator here was not able to join it at all. So I think that's gonna be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be going on a short break, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, as we are gonna, wait for the network issues to be solved as well. So, guys, stay tuned. This is not the end. It's gonna be Peak to Plummet versus Megatron Esports on True International. Yo guys, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are so sorry for the short break that we had to go through because Team Megatron Esports, there was a glitch that happened, and it's kind of common, this glitch, so you guys don't need to worry about it. And he couldn't join in, even though the drafting was done and everything. So guys, do not worry, the bans will be different, but the draft will be the same, as we are going to witness the legendary battle between Peak to Plummet and Megatron Esports. I've said this before. Again, both the teams have excellent players, and they have, they make the names for themselves as well. But I don't think, we're going to be seeing a very, very less, what I would say, expectations. Yes, you're not going to be, failing at all in that sense as well, because these two teams are strong. They've been there for a quite a decent amount of time in the tournament phases as well. So I would say coming to Cloud, True International by Cloud Cover Co. It's gonna be wonderful, man. Same picks as the previous one. The Gourd is gonna be so annoying, dude, especially for Fredrin. And you could see it, kind of in the first phase, the first match there, kind of. You could see him just struggling to move around much with the stun bombs that keep coming up as well. And Belleric there kind of marking maybe the Lucas or even the Kalea. That's going to be pretty interesting as well. The game finally starts in. We are in the Land of Dawn as Peekaboo Predator is finally, logged in as well. Oh, they're going to be going for the red buff though. Okay, this is I didn't expect that, but I we usually see that the jungler should be helping out, should be rotating to the red buff first. But then again, unexpected things happen, and this is where all of those unexpected things are gonna be, the main reason why you could win as well. Exbor kind of annoying the Romcom here. It's pretty decent, but he has to get away from that. Not looking good here. I think he's gonna be able to pop off his flicker soon. He wastes his up, but his passive is still on. His armor is still there as well, so I think he's saved for now. But his flicker is not there, and so Romcom, once he's level 4 possibly, or I think I don't think that's gonna be enough time there to gank him out without him not having the flicker. But I think that would be okay. But Charid, look at that, the transformation already ready. Capture in, but I think he's not going to be, forcing that as well. He recalls in order to get to the bot lane, and I think that's going to be a much better option here for their side. Romcom is in trouble. The Exborg here eating away at so much of his HP left as well. Look at that. Not going to be able to do much, dude. There we have it. He's going to be so close to dying as well, but I think he has the flicker, so he's going to be able to get away, but no! Oh my goodness me, what a beautiful jump coming up by Kalia. Oh my goodness me. Lemonade close to being taken down here, but Aizen looks like he's in trouble. He does not have the flicker once again, and he gets saved. What in the world? Fredrin kind of misses that ultimate skill, but then again, that was fine. That was all right. They did get the Exborg, who was, a pretty good shot at, taking down the Fredrin, but Valentina here is such a wonderful, counter to not just Lucas here, but even to Exborg as well. Transformation has been done, and look at that, once again, Exborg, ultimate, the last insanity, takes down Lucas himself, and Romcom gets a beautiful kill coming up to Liminaire as well. This is kind of a pretty bad draft-ish, I would say, kind of coming from Peaks Plummet, but then again, you may never know whether, once Savage Warrior here gets, the power spike coming up with the Holy Crystal and the Ice Queen Wand slowing down as many of them as well. And then there's the healing coming up by Sakura here. That's not something you want to mess around with. There we have it. Belleric has been exposed. Granger stacking up as much as possible as well. And I think, you have to waste... Even if you have to waste your Destinata, I wouldn't mind at all. But oh, the Retribution! Okay, he steals the lethal as well. That's pretty good sign coming up there. But Harith gets the Golden Crab as well. In the bot lane, we have Romcom kind of, side pushing here, or, cutting the lanes here. I think you need to get them off quickly. You don't want that Exborg to, be there when the fight starts as well. The top lane, Charin looks like, he does not have vision on Raren and Kosar there, but I think they're waiting for a possible gang coming up here. Something you do not want to go against, and there we have it. Okay, Skyzen has decided to, let himself be shown as well. There's a 4-man here in Fredrin. Belleric has been popped up as well. And there we have it. Rauren looks like he might be able to take this, but no. I think that was a really good retreat coming up by Megatron Esports. They don't want to fight early. They don't want to take this soon. Otherwise, it's just going to go down. The Gord there is just going to melt their HPs down with the true damage of his passive as well, which is pretty annoying, I would say. Oh my goodness me. Look at Xborg. Look at Eisen here. I think he's going to be taken down here. But okay, they back off. And I think that was a pretty good choice as well. Kalea still has her ultimate, the Grand Slam, coming up as well. Once again, Belleric exposed onto their side, but I think Rauren is going to have a pretty good chance here to get... No! He gets the retribution stolen by him as well! And where we go with the last insanity being popped up by Eisen here is a really wonderful play coming up as well. Peekaboo Predator being taken down here with the help of Kalea. Granger stocking up a huge amount of stacks coming up here as well. There we have it. He gets the triple kill. And a really, really good, a really, really good push for his stacks up as well. So the late game is going to be way more easier for Skyzen right now. He has the, a lot more stacks that he needs right now. And he's going to be able to do so much with that as well. Sky Piercer has finally been bought up by the Granger. Now that's going to be an issue. He even has the, the Hunter Strike. They're not going to be able to catch up to him soon enough as well. Is looking pretty strong here. Belleric kind of taunting away that Kalea as well. Peekaboo knows he's there, but he just doesn't want to, provoke the bear as such as well. The bot lane has been destroyed as well. First tier turrets are important in the early game, and leaving your mid lane to be destroyed, now that is a very, very huge issue. Once you open up that mid lane turret, it's gonna be wonders. It's gonna be wonders for your team as well. Not only with the vision, but you're gonna be able to gank a lot more off in the mid lane. Not much, not saying not much, but like there's a lot more cover, I would say, because of the bushes as well. Megatron Esports kind of struggling, especially after that retribution battle there. I did not expect the Gore, to steal that turtle there, but that was a really, really wonderful play. The retribution was used, but I think, the timing was off by a split second, and that was what gave an opening for Gore to steal that as well. We got Lemonaire, and I think he's going to be focusing on... oh, there we have it, the Valentina. I was about to say the Valentina, he gets locked in as well. Xborg coming up with the last insanity popping up as well. Charid gets the double kill and another triple kill on their side. Lemonaire looks like he's going to be able to get this out, but no. Okay, Rauren is able to make do with such there, and I think he could have, if Eisen pushed a wee bit more, and I think they could have easily gotten that as well. But this is looking pretty strong here. Big to Plummet, dude. I think the play from the Granger completely annihilated the gold and the EXP farm for their side as well. But they have late game heroes here for Megatron Esports, so that we're about to see here soon. And there we have it, Eisen poking the hell out of Kassar there. I would say this is pretty interesting because I didn't really see the Granger being able to do kind of much here, considering the fact that Harith is there. But let me guess, man, I think it would be working out well as well. Oh. All right. Looking at the item sets, Gord already has the roam. And, people would say, why is he buying roam? They already has another roam. People thinking that, I don't understand and stuff. Now, this is the perfect time to, say it out loud. Sometimes when you buy it under 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes, maybe like 7 minutes and 30 seconds, that's when you're going to be able to unlock your roam as well, not just the roamers roam. And we have it, a beautiful kill coming up by Skyzen, and the Grand Slam coming up by Luminaire as well. Oh, they're kind of poking a wee bit too much there. Last Insanity being stolen. And I think this is going to be a pretty good shot for Granger to get the kill here. And he gets the kill. He has enough Skypiercer stacks, dude. Oh my goodness me. That was a nasty play. He has 30 stacks on it as well. He's got this guy, this Sea Halberd here and the Malefic gun. Sorry, the Malefic Roar. Oh, dude, why are there two Malefics? I find that weird, but I love it at the same time. One is focused on burst and the other one is focused on marksmans as well. So that's a pretty good sign. No, as I was saying, I was talking about the roam thing. Yes, so when you buy roam on like 7 minutes and 30 seconds, the remaining time to get to till 10 minutes, you're gonna be able to unlock your roam as well. So basically, you're gonna have 2 roams in the team, or even 3 at that point, and that's gonna be a really huge bonus for every single person in your opponent in your team as well. But the only thing is you cannot buy 2 encourage, or you can't have 2 roam or something like conceal. You gotta pick one and make it work as well. Okay, I really love the way Peaked Plummet is kind of what do you call it, they're syncing up the lanes here, but the shields on the both sides there could be an issue, and they're not going to cause much problem for Megatron Esports. But Kalea trying to glam slam someone, being taken down instead. Romcom Flicker saves him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Spirit Bomb gets him away as well. The Shockwave Blast popping up pretty soon as well. Eisen looking like he's going to be in trouble here, but no, he gets away. Charian gets taken down instead, and Eisen with the last Insanity. Not looking good here. Valentina looks like he might be able to get this, but no! A double kill coming up by Skyskin as well. Oh my goodness me, dude. Granger is on a streak here with a beautiful legendary and no kills yet. Oh my goodness me. What in the world is happening? Pizza Plummet. This is a really, really devastating, match for Megatron Esports, because both these two teams play well, but the way it's countered out right now is completely difficult, dude. There you have it. I think Lemonade here and Skyzen are so ready. I think they kind of, want to know where Romcom is, but finally he's giving away his position. But I don't think it's going to be a good sign here. If any of... Oh, Charin has been exposed as well, and Raren looks like he might be in trouble here. And there we have it, the 4-man gang. Oh my goodness me, that was beautiful. The Grand Slam being popped up as well. Oh my goodness me. Dude, that was insane, dude. I didn't expect Roran to actually go there, but you know what? Considering the fact that Romcom was there, I think he maybe thought it was safe, but it was the complete opposite. And the fact that Skyzen, and even Lemonade here were waiting for that perfect opportunity was I think was a good chance there for their team to take away their jungler, and right now they have the Lord as well. Wonderful play coming up by Peaked Plummet, and right now they have the second Lord in their arsenal waiting right now. Oh, but I would say that they have to do a really good job at defending this. But the top lane and the bot lane aren't really synced in well. But oh my goodness, the Grand Slam happens once again on Raren. He has to use that freeze to get away from what possibly could have been a danger there. Romcom gets away from that as well. Right now he's recalling, but I don't think Eisen's gonna let him as well. The Lord is taken over. There we have it, Skyzen clearing off a lot of lanes here for their side. The Beleric here seems to be a good, counter attack, but there we have it. Oh my goodness me, the damage coming in from not just that Lucas, man. Oh my goodness me, Eisen! So close to being taken down. No, he gets away. Oh my goodness me, that was so close. Dude, Eisen gets away on a 1 HP. That was like a literal 1 HP there. There was none of that, the green bar showing up at all. And Peekaboo had a really, really wonderful aim there, and I think it would have been a possible kill there if the glowing wand had a little bit more effect on it as well. There we have it. Beleric has the radiant armor, but I don't think it's gonna help much at all in this instance. He needs the Athena shield here, because the continuous damage, although it helps, it's just not gonna help against that true damage coming up from the Gord here. And Kalea with the Orca as well, already helping out a lot of the heal, for his own teammates. The HPS coming up by Kalia is no joke at all as well. And I would say it's pretty more effective than sometimes, Angela and stuff like that. Because at least, Kalia is able to have not just some damage for herself, but also it's going to be for, the defense. And he's going to be able to at least 1v1 most of the jungle heroes here as well. Oh, dude, he has 800 stacks already with 60 Skypiercer stacks as well. He bought it when he had just 3 kills. Remember that, guys. He had a beautiful triple kill on the turtle lane as well. And there we have it. They're starting it up, but they have no idea. Oh, no, they do. Finally, Gord exposes them, and Eisen is able to get that from there as well. Well, not good. Not looking good here. Peekaboo forced to use that flicker as well. Charon here so close to being taken down. Brennan might be on trouble here, but the freeze comes up as well. Kalea comes up with a beautiful slam on top as well. Oh my goodness me, what a wonderful fight by Peaked and Plummet. Completely, changing the sides over here to their side as well. Now the Lord is free. This is the 3rd Lord that Megatron Esports has given away. Oh man, I gotta talk about that turtle steal though by, Savage Warrior. That was pretty nasty, man. And I think, the moment he caught that, Granger had a really strong, strike coming up as well. He already had the Hunter Strike, and over the fact that he was able to, penetrate a huge ton of armor from the side of Kassar, Raren, and even, Peekaboo here, they're not able to sustain any of those damages at all. With the fact that it is a skill-based damage and skill, the skill attacks here, besides, maybe you being the marksman, like let's say a Hanabi or even the Mia here, your basic attacks are not going to do much, but I guess more than enough, I would say. But a hero like Granger, he's a skill-based hero, and there we have it once again, Charon with a beautiful transformation coming up here. Kalea with the Grand Slam popping up as well as Beleric is being taken out here. Peekaboo gets taken down. And a beautiful legendary coming up here as well. But there we have it. The crystal finally goes down to the hands of Peak to Plummet as well. What a wonderful play coming up here. And I didn't really expect that, the way Peak to Plummet had their lineup set up was so bloody well done that Megatron are not going to be able to do much at all. Considering the fact that, Basha was banned out, I think they could have had a really, really good chance at, making a comeback there if they had a Basha or even the Terizla there. I didn't understand why they picked the Masha, but I think you could say that, you could say that it was for the Gord. But I don't think it was more than enough for that as well. So, oh man, dude, that was a really, really good play by Gord and Skyzen as well on that Granger and the Gord. They did such such a good job in the wombo combos as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, dude, that was a really, really good play coming up by Pizza Plummet. And thanks so much for joining in, guys. We will be going on a short break as Pete Plummet goes on to the next round. I will see you guys soon.
wisely and crush those responsible.
Hello guys, welcome back to the True International Indian Qualifier Season 2. And we have had 2 matches already, which was casted by solo casting, yep, definitely, by Sebastian as well as Bolty, but I'll be back now. We're going to be doing this one because we have 2 teams who hasn't been well known just yet, and now they are making a name for themselves. If they can make it to the qualifiers, they are so good. This is the quarterfinals, and it's going to be the best of 1 series. Unlike any other quarterfinals, we're going to be seeing a best of 1 in here. We have the 2 teams that's gonna be playing against each other: Asendria versus Vontade. So these 2 teams has always been, looked down upon, might I say, because their previous opponents, they weren't that much of a unknown team like they are, and yeah, they were able to beat them with full advantage, and now into the quarterfinals they are able to make their names here. So it's going to be one of the most interesting games that we're going to be witnessing, because there's no way that we're going to be going a dominant game, because both teams, they are going to be bloodthirsty here, especially Vontade, because they have been performing so well. They were able to play on those assassin matchups, and they were able to adapt to any kind of performance teams or strategies that the opponent gives away. So here we are into the drafting phase. We got, okay, who's gonna be having the first pick? It's gonna be Asendria. It's a very catchy name. Asendria will be having the first pick. Meanwhile, Vontade will be having the second pick here. So I think there are some places where you usually ban out the metas heroes into the first pick if you are not really aware of what your opponent is going to be bringing out into the table. So I think they can really absolutely go for that. But the thing about Vontade is that they are well versed to play with assassins. So, and I think we might be seeing an assassin ban. I guess it's gonna be good, because the assassin ban might come through here, but we'll never know, because this is the meta bans we're gonna see into the first pick here. The Badang has to go. Badang is such a good hero when you wanna play an assassin, so I think it's very understandable that they went for the Badang ban here for the side of Asendria. Now for Vontade, they take away the Sakura. Wait, the Sakura rings are done. They took away the Kalia here. So no more pickoffs for the side of Vontade. And I think this is something that the red team usually go for. Because when you are onto the second pick, you really like to go ban out the heroes that are really hard to handle. And of course, this is a Kalia we are talking about with the heal, with the pickoffs. It's just an easier version, no TikTok version of a Cho. So I think it's also easier than a Cho, and she also provides a lot of heal, which the Cho does not. So I think that's very understandable. If you are Vontade, you have to ban it away. And I think, like I mentioned before, Vontade, they are usually well versed in playing out the assassins. So when you want to play an assassin, you just want to get away the pick of heroes that can literally suppress you too. So it's very understandable here. But on the other side of Asendria, they ban away the Garton here? Ooh, interesting. It's so early, but I wouldn't mind. The high AoE it provides, I guess it's definitely going to be good, because the thing about Gata is that he is basically a soft counter for an immobile mazes. I wouldn't say marksmen, but it can work out. But most mazes, like the Farsa or the Eve, who loves to use their ultimate in an immobile position. That's where the Gata can come through, and you can basically counter any kind of crowd control, which can really work. So I think this time around, I really like the bans coming out from Asendria here. But the third ban is going to be up for Vontade. Oh, there we go. We have Sebastian back. He ditched me for a
I'm so
second there,
sorry.
but look at Fanny Ben, Seb. You know, Fanny Ben, I call it Assassin Ben.
Mhm. Oh, dude. Oh my goodness me, Asendria. They're they're already banning out Fanny? What? This is
Yeah.
definitely a respect ban, dude. Otherwise, you don't really ban Fanny if you know that there's a really good user.
Mm-hmm. Vontade, you know, they are well versed on the Fanny, so I think no.
Mhm.
Oh, I really think they do understand who they are going against at this point, right? When you are into the
Mhm.
quarterfinals, you're truly going to be knowing what your opponent might go for. So I think that Stephanie
Exactly.
Ben is very understandable for the side of Asendria Attilan. They do not want the threat for the mid side as well. And the last man coming through for the side
Exactly.
of Montana. The Florin, gone. So no heal
Oh.
for Attilan. But what will they first pick here? Box is still open though.
You know, I would say when it comes to healing, there is the OG Estes. You know, I don't know why. I feel so bad for him, you know, because like the current meta lineup does not make sense for Estes to be there. But then again, you know, he still has the legendary heal. So I'm crying right now because I haven't seen him for so long, you know, used in a match as well.
It's so immobile. It's most of the time it's just not, you know, the best choice
Mhm.
here. So I think yeah, what the Auxiliaries do out there, they really have to prioritize it. Oh, there we go. The most likely the best meta for the season right now. The Bucks have to be picked away. Ascendra, Echelon,
Uh-huh.
they did it right here. You know, one thing I've realized from the first game that we have seen today, the Buxia was picked first pick as well as the Lucas by Armageddon, but LCF they literally counter it with the true damage coming out from the X-Borg.
Oh yes.
So yeah, I think the Buxia can be countered a lot nowadays. So will they go for those kind of composition for the side of Vontade?
You know what? You know, Debbie. What I find
Yeah.
odd is that Gord right now is really good counter against Bashi as well.
Oh
That is
yeah,
very
true.
weird. It's like I love the fact that you know they made someone who is completely useless and haven't been picked for a long time just come
Yeah.
out there and start messing around with meta heroes. You know that's what I love about heroes like that. You know you have Cho, you have Martis. Martis is not in the meta right now, but when there's a lot of you know CC heroes, that's when he really starts to shine as well. And you know, they're just some heroes here. And Xborg, I mean, even though he's meta, sometimes he doesn't really work out well unless you do put him in the jungle. But looking at the teams here, they do exceptionally well. You know, at
Yeah.
kind of prioritizing the heroes that they need to pick. Sorry, they need to eliminate out. And even you know the mechanics of the heroes as well. They know it like the back of their hand. And they're able to make plays like that as well. And we got Vision 1-1. And the
Oh,
font, oh my goodness me.
this is such a big move coming up from Ascendra Echelon. We already call out the Xbox that's going to be coming into play for the side of Vontade, of course. But then again, it's
Mm,
Rex. Yep, there we go. We have the literal counter for two of the heroes that Ascendra Echelon already picked out. It was actually rushy of them to pick away those Squishy heroes. You know, when Xbox is still a flex pick, he can go into the jungle as well as the
exactly.
XP. Yeah, I think they are, you know, highly thinking that no way, the Xbox is gonna be into the XP lane. So they thought it might be it. So they picked away the safer heroes that cannot be countered by the fighters, right? Now that
Exactly.
Montana have showed that right, they are comfortable on the assassins and they're gonna be going for the assassin pick now. This is a close one. But then again, they ban away the joy, and maybe they are manifesting that the Baxia is still a flex, right?
Oh, most definitely. Because if he is in the jungle lane, you know, either Asendria would kind of, hold back a wee bit on the early game, the late, in the mid game, but shine really bright in the late game. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he could go to the roam section as well because considering the fact that you know Hayabusa has high mobility, they're going to be able to. He's going to be able to focus his mark on the marksman and kind of give Hayabusa a chance whether to gank or gank with his team or kind of defend the back, which the tank is not going to be able to do because he is in the front line. He has to be in the front, where he's going to be not only dealing with the damage, but also giving the CC in order for them for them not to fail at the group fight as well. So it's kind of like giving Hayabusa 2 to 3 options in order to save whether his teammates, whether to save his teammates or to join the group fight where he could possibly get 2 kills but lose out because of the marksman without his 1-1 there.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. But then again, they have to ban away another goal laner that can be a literal threat into the late game, because most of the time, 1-1 is used as a mid game kind of hero, because he can be easily countered with the the Winter Crown as well as the Immortality too. I wouldn't count the Wind of Nature because it can't expire. It can expire with time, so
Yeah.
it's very understandable. Already physical damage onto the hands of the Hayabusa, so most likely they could go for the Harris too, so they have to take it away, as well as the Grandeur, because the Grandeur
Oh,
trains better than the one, right? So I think they have to take it away. Very understandable for Asendria Excellent. This, you know what, I think, Seb, I think this is a very high brain, high IQ style of drafting coming up from both of these teams, because look at them. They are so decisive on what to ban and what to pick, because yeah, the Matilda, which we usually see in the first phase ban, is now coming into the last phase, because they do understand that it can be used as a mobility for their side who doesn't
exactly.
have a mobility, especially the Baxia, right? But look at that, the direct counter for the 1-1 coming through for Vontade here.
Oh, dude, you know what, Debbie? I kind of find it weird that they weren't worried about the higher being picked out. Now that's an issue there, I would say, because Asendria, like in order to have like a really good backline there, you should ban out the Hayabusa, right? Because he's gonna be the one that knocks on the door to death, for the opponents here. But then again, I would say that I find it kind of weird. Asendria is not really worried about it, and they left him open so that there we go. That's why.
Oh,
Oh
because
no, the backline.
okay, you know what? I'm thinking the Franco has been rising to such a popularity this time around, and it's always been picked off when there is an assassin onto the other side. You doesn't have to hook, right? Just flick out and you're dead. That's what they're going for here, and I really, really like it. Pick off heroes for the win because they have the frontliners now, but the problem is that there's a lot of cancellation for the side of Vontade.
Oh,
There we go. When you want to counter a Franco, just pick out the Tigreal, go for the high crowd control and cancel everything that he have. I think I really like it. Last pick Tigreal, man, and I feel like this
yeah.
can be one of the greatest one. And you know what? I think even though Tigreal is considered a frontliner, most of the time he's mainly made for sets. And even if the crossbow thing is getting activated, just because of the Tigreal's passive, which give him more armor when he's low HP,
Exactly.
the 1-1 can't kill him, right? So it might be
Exactly.
a wasted ultimate. So very, very high IQ brain draft coming up for both of these teams, and I'm liking both the drafts so far. But Vontade, I think they just have a better lead.
Exactly. Oh, dude, I have to say I really love the thinking from Ascendra here, because they know that the Hayabusa is gonna pick out them. They were ready with the Franco as well. This is really looking good because CC pretty tanky with the Vengeance as well, along with the War Axe. She's gonna be the second front line, and they're just gonna leave out April here to focus on Hayabusa, whether he's gonna go to the mage or the marksman here. Either way, he's gonna have fun with the Bloody Hunt as well.
And that's it's always fun to play a tank that can be that is a bloody Franco, right? So I really like playing Franco as well. You didn't have to hook the sticker of suppression. There you go. But top lane though on Cloud9, I think it's gonna be Changlan quite a lot with the matchup that he have. It is quite unfavorable for him, but in comparison to any other XP, look at hook.
Oh my goodness me. Okay, I gotta say, this Tigreal is so good at defending his the buffs here. Otherwise, it would cause a really huge issue for the level 4 here. Oh yeah, I do have to mention before the fight starts, the hook once again.
Oh no!
Oh my. Okay, at least the hooks, even though he was able to save his teammates from the embarrassment of getting his the buff stolen, He falls down instead as well. The hook. Oh my goodness me, the iron hook. So close.
Um,
Oh, dude.
and then the first time we have seen. Oh, okay, never mind about that. The first time we have seen the Franco in this tournament is under the hands of ABSTG, and they couldn't win. The early game was all good and all. They were able to have that snowball. They were able to get. He was able to find hooks here and there, but unfortunately for them, they couldn't win the later part of this game because of the high card control coming out of the side of their opponent. So I think Vontade might have to hold back into the early phases of this game and try to drag away all the hooks, but look at the damage though. It's seducing we are talking about, so he might be, a nuisance on the early game too. But still, Vontade, they still have to be careful because this is a tank jungle versus an assassin jungle. You do not want to give away any kills.
Exactly. Oh my god, hook! He gets the iron hook on the Zushin there and immediately unlocks that, the turtle for their team, and he gets that double kill there for the team.
Wow.
Oh my goodness me. I was not.
Oh.
Again, the bloody hat comes in with Fasha unlocking that, but I think the shadows are able to save him from a devastating loss there. April, not good there. I think he might be. Oh no, he still falls. The Ogi shadow kill. The shadows are not ready, and there we have it. Oh my goodness me. What in the world?
Oh my god. This is one problem, right? One problem when you have an assassin jungle. Do not contest the Lord, the turtle eventually when it is a Baxia into the jungle, especially when they have two tanks. That's definitely an early game for their side, and you're just going to be losing all your members. And we can see what the problem is for Vontade here. They had the better setup, surely, but then again, this is a boxer we're talking about. He can just walk up, just use the ult, and he's gonna be hitting back and even securing the turtle. So I think this was a big mistake coming out from the side of Vontade, and I think it's very understandable also because why they went for that. But now, as we look at the build, I think the Franco is definitely gonna go for the Winter Crown, or even the another hook.
Oh my goodness me! Oh, the iron hook locks in, but I think he's able to. No, he does not get away at all. The feathered air strike is able to finish him off as well. Tigreal is gonna be the one to be falling down again, and a Dracoon comes up with a beautiful double kill on their side. Hayabusa looks like he's in trouble. Oh my goodness me! The iron hook locks once again. The triple kill comes up as well. Oh my!
What is this? What are these hooks that we're watching? Look at that. So they are already being so aggressive.
Again. The iron hooks are hitting left and right. CC comes up, locks the both of them in. The flicker is the only way to get away from the feathered airstrike as well. Oh my goodness me.
You know what? I think this is like a... it's really a very unexpected to see a Jushin not going for the purify when there is already a hooker here on the other side.
Exactly.
Dude. If only he had the purifier, they could have survived just a little bit. But then again, we cannot forget this is also a highly dependent on mechanics hero. This Franco, so it has to be the work. It has to be the work of April, right? He's just so good on this hero, maybe the possibility and just giving the lead for his team as well. And look at the second game for immortality. Oh, look at that, Myokai.
Oh my goodness me, the Rolling Stones have been bumped up and I think it's going to be fallen down. No! The lethal ignition is... Oh my goodness me, the lethal ignition did its work, but I think this, the third hit was not enough to take him down instead. Oh man. As a Franco main, I'm so proud of April right now. And I think he might get the hook here. No, okay. Oh my goodness me.
Okay.
Oh, okay, he unlocked it, but the flicker saves him instead. But the Rolling Stones pop in, and I think there's going to be a wonderful bloody hunt coming up here, saving Executor from that devastating, the blows from, the crossbow here. Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be bad. It's gonna be so bad for Vontade here, and I think Xmark going for the first build immortality is so not worth it because it's gonna be needing the War X as much as possible. He's made to do the true damage, and if he does not have the War X, it's not gonna be working well for them. But look at that.
Oh no! Oh no, he's not gonna be able to get away. He's not gonna be able to get away. There we go.
Oh, picture!
Fury
What
shot
are we
save. Oh my goodness me, that was so weird. But I think Bashir here might be in trouble. But no, he's not the one in trouble. They're the one in trouble instead. And he gets away from that. So close to being taken down. There was a pretty good move by Nem here. Oh my goodness, and try pops in. Okay, he's able to get away from that as well.
Oh,
I really love the heart that it made. Wow.
yeah. It's always keeping us on toes, right? Like we are, chilling just a little bit, and there comes the hook again, the bloody hunt.
Oh my gosh. I don't think it's gonna work out well here, but Tiger Lee gets hooked in all the way back to where he came from. Oh my goodness me. Oh man, that is not working out well. I find it weird because people say that, you just mentioned it, that Tigreal should be is a good counter to Franco, right?
Yeah.
It was actually the opposite before, and like there was a split opening for the Tigreal there when he's going to use the impact. There is a slight opening that Franco is able to get close enough. He's able to cancel that out, and it's very weird to not be able to do that anymore as a Franco main. And I'm like, you know what? Oh, they pick a Tigreal, I pick a Franco, but then it doesn't work out at all. It doesn't work anymore, and I'm just like, I just end up dead, and I'm just wondering what the heck happened. And as we're witnessing what's gonna be happening out here, Fasha gets a beautiful feathered airstrike with the help of the Rolling Stones coming up here. There we have it, Franco, the bloody hunt comes in. Oh my goodness me, this is why, when you have a 1-1 in the team, one of the best heroes that you're going to be able to get, not just to get away with, but also unlock your, your ultimate here. It's going to be Franco. Because, the first kill here has a lot of range, and Franco being able to hook and, help 1-1 counter that out is going to be pretty helpful for his team as well.
Yep. I think there's so many things to talk about in this game because, there's so many things to talk about, but there's also the only thing that we can focus on are the hooks, right? So look at that already. The fleeting build, the fleeting time. So whenever he also get a kill or the half, the cooldown reduction is gonna be so less for the Franco here, and he's been such a threat for Vontade not being able to do anything. But look at that! Oh, that was a close call. That was a close call. Viva la revolution! It's kind of his main hero, and he hasn't been able to do anything. Just at 0-3-0 onto the Hayabusa, which you do not want to do. 15-1 onto the kill board, and I blame it all onto the Franco man. He's like 80% presence in the participation. Oh my goodness. And we cannot forget the Vaman is also scaling up. He's got like 3 builds already. He has cost very early on. And on top of that, we just see the not much amount of crit coming out from the side of the Datafield as well. Well, this is going to be waiting for a wait game for the side of Vontade and Asendria. They want to fight.
Again, the hook pops in, but CC's locked down, kind of saves him, but oh my goodness me, Farshawn looks like he's in trouble, but I think the Bloody Hunt is able to get him. He gets him with the Bloody Hunt as well. Hayabusa's not able to get away from that at all.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. There was a very tiny window, to use the Bloody Hunt onto Hayabusa, but he, I think he's really good at spamming that ult, and he gets him. He gets him before he shadows away. It works out so well for his team instead.
Yep, and look at that. We already seen a lot of stuff happening for the Asendria challenge, and now we might be looking for another hook so as to make a play again. You'll never be able to predict what kind of plays you're going to be seeing when you see a Franco, right? And even you're going to be shocked to see that they are able to turn on fights all the time. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so great for the side of Asendria at Finland because they have a lot marching down to the bot lane. They have, even though, Vontade have a holy blessing. Oh, look at that. Oh, one ultimate down.
Oh, the last insanity. Oh my goodness me, what in the world just happened? Gets hooked back all the way.
Yep.
There we have it. Once again, the hook is going to be ready. Again, no, he does miss that, in fact, but they get a beautiful legendary for the side of Dracoon. This is not looking good here. They lost 2 already, and Lord Minions are back. You don't want the Lord Minions to get back there, and I think, Iritel should have done so much, in this match, and there we have it again. The lockdown coming in by Franco, the bloody hunt, and that flicker there. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I think he's gonna go down here this time, and he finally gets a shutdown. He finally dies after 16 assists, man. That is crazy, and I think there's the downfall here. They should not have gone in instead, but Hayabusa might be the one being taken down here. They kind of extended that a wee bit too much, man.
Yeah, a little bit too much, and they could have, directly went for the win if they could have gone for a better set here. But one thing's for sure is that Vontade do have a better crowd control. Just the problem is that Tigreal here hasn't been able to make a set that the team require because the presence of the Franco has been too much. Because when a Franco is ahead on any situation or XPs or goal or assists as well, he's gonna be having a great movement speed, and he's gonna be able to cut out all the bushes. And Tiger allows playing on bushes hook.
Oh my goodness me! Again, the hook pops in, and I think that was a pretty good cause here as Tigreal is able to get vision. And I think if he used the impact there right there, I think he could have gotten at least 3 people there for his team. But then again, Xborg does not have his ultimate. They're not gonna be able to work out well here. Oh, dude, a 1-4-2 on the Hayabusa. He worked out, I think if the Franco wasn't picked here, they could have done a pretty good job.
Yeah, because Franco does counters a lot of assassins, if not all the assassins. So, and if the Franco is also good, it's gonna be worth it. Oh, look at that!
Oh my goodness me, again! But oh my god, no! 1-1's ultimate is unlocked instead. He's going to be able to get the double kill here for their side. Oh no! The turrets are able to take him down though before he's able to make another kill. Oh, dude, again and again, time and again, because of April, they're getting that, they're getting the kills that they need. And the lockdown that, they need to mark on Irithel. The Hayabusa is not an issue anymore at this point. It's going to be the Irithel. And Franco does a really, really wonderful job at shutting him down at that as well.
Yep, mind you also, no Purify for the Irithel. Once the hook, the suppression comes in, it's gonna be dead, and we cannot want that, but look at that, the zoning coming in. Oh, look at that!
I think he might be able to make a play here. Kai might be able to make. Oh no, I don't think he's gonna be able to make a play here because they're so set out far, and they know that if they get a little bit too close for even a few minutes here, they're not going to be able to sustain that as well. The Franco iron hooks that beautiful Tigreal there and gets away with it, in fact. But there we have it. Hayabusa's immortality it finally popped up as well. He does not have to. Xborg is going to go down. It's going to be the win. Savage! Oh my god, he did not expect that. Wait a minute, what? Dude.
Oh my goodness. These has to be the first Savage, man. Oh my god.
But then again, it's kind of whatchamacallit. It's kind of expected from Executor as he is in Global 1-1. I was kind of waiting for when he's really gonna shine out, but I think that was a little too late into the end. But it worked out well. It worked out well for Asendria.
Yeah, it worked out well, really well. You have a highly mechanical dependent hero, and you have an equally gifted skill set, micro gifted players onto your side as well. This is going to be leading quite well, and I think Asendria and they were solely dependent on April onto the Franco, and they made it really, really work. And if we talk about the draft, actually, Vontade, they had the draft, right? Just because of the Hayabusa. But then the Franco happened. Nothing much to say. The Franco happened. He disrupts everything, destroyed everything, every kind of strategies coming out from the side of Vontade. They couldn't do anything about it. And yeah, when you give out a lot of space to move for a Franco, you're basically done. And that's what Vontade couldn't reply to. So in the end, Asendria they did it so well. They're going to be moving forward. Nothing else to say.
Oh man, you know what? I think this game was really really interesting, and no doubt that Asendria played so well, dude. And I
Yeah.
love the fact that they picked out the Franco, which was not expected by the opposing team here, and they were supposed to have done really well with the Hayabusa, but he was not able to make any plays at all. The bloody hunt was a little too much for the Hayabusa there, and his teammates getting hooked left and right. If you keep getting hooked, especially that Tigreal, he's gonna be
Mhm.
really really frustrated, dude.
Yeah, it has to be. But what can we do? Because that is the end for Vontade as well. When we are gonna be, taking a little bit of a break before we come back again for the very last match of today. This was the quarterfinals. It was match number 3, and we'll be seeing you again for the last match. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. I was about to do a little bit of a Scottish accent, but it didn't work out very well. But yep, today is a solo day. Yep, like to everybody else that I'm gonna be doing solo, and I'm fine with it. I'm used to it. No, I'm not used to it, but never mind that, because right now we are on to the last match for today for the True International MLB Season 2 Indian Qualifiers, and we have the quarterfinals. The last one for today, we have two teams who will be competing against each other in this best of one series. Yes, it's not gonna be best of three like few people are used to. It's gonna be best of one only. We roll that way, guys. We are unique that way. So we have your, maybe it has to be the best team, or debatable, but the favorite team so far of everyone, I would say, Tartarus, and who they are going to be facing against one of the underdog teams that we have seen so far in this tournament, who has been able to play so well and reach out to the top meaning the quarterfinals. We have Zepplin on to the other side. These are a fairly new team, kind of a newbie, but then again, equally talented players onto their side, new names that's going to be popping up as well. And I know the supporters of Zepplin as well. God, that is there. I mean, if he's watching, I'm sure he's going to be watching. And as we know, Tartarus, one of the top teams of India, they will be competing here. And right now, let's jump into the drafting phase, because I thought I'll be wrapping a lot longer. But yeah, they saved us. There we go, Zepplin into the first pick as well, and Tartarus onto the second pick. The Fanny ban coming through. Always ban the Fanny when you are against a Tartarus. I think this has been such a norm at this point. You see the name Tartarus, ban away the Fanny. This is because Joseph onto the side of Tartarus always love going for the assassins, especially the Fanny. It's one of his comfort as well. So good on it too. Why face it when you can take it away? Very understandable here, but the Tartarus, they have to take away the Juicin because they are into the second pick. They do not want a disruptor for their frontliners, and it is gonna be a Juicin that works so well against frontliners. So there we are. Tartarus has to ban this away, but what will Zepplin ban? Because Tartarus people, they have a lot of heroes that can utilize so well every lane. You cannot cut down, you cannot shut down one member. So it's kind of annoying at least. And also very confusing on what to go for when you are up against Tartarus. You want to focus on the main setting points for Kimmy. You also want to focus for Eden, because he's so good on those early aggressive mages. Actually, the first here taken away. The Valentina also can come through, but Valentina is very situational, but Eden is very good on this hero as well. So I think it's very understandable for Zepplin to take this away without risking anything, but too early. Too early, I would say. But then again, we cannot forget that they are just trying to stick to the respect bands for Zepplin here. Meanwhile, Tartarus, they are sticking to the meta bands. And I think Kimmy is good here. Mainly, the sole reason has to be because Kimmy is good against those frontliners too, because he can slow down and deal continuous amount of damage as well, and it can also be a flex into the mid lane most of the time, and it has to be the reason why Tartarus ban it away. And like I mentioned, meta picks, meta bans, there we go. And there we go, the Kalea also ban away, as well as the Naruto, the Lucas. I think the Lucas is such a threat for any hero, for any squad. I mean, it has to always go down, but mostly you will be seeing it ban out from the red side, because the blue side always have the first pick, and Lucas is also a worthy first pick, of course, if you ban out the Valentina here. So I think Zepplin, they're just trying to respect the amount of damage that Tartarus can play around with. So it's understandable now. But Zepplin, they have the first pick here. What should they go for? What are the options? Florence open, Boxia's open, and Boxia's been counted to very well. But the previous game wasn't it? But then again, oh, there we go, the Gatot coming through here. First pick Gatot Gacha. I think it's still a flex, so it's kind of safe. I would really like a Gatot Gacha first pick, but the Badang are better than the first pick. I mean, than the Gatot Gacha, so that's that. But Phobius, a kind of a comfort for the side of Tartarus. They have to pick away the Phobius very early on, not trying to give away any kind of heroes that can be dashy. But then again, the Badang being not picked by Zepplin, instead them going for the Gatot Gacha giveaways for the Badang to be opened up, and no flex for the side of the rest just yet, because they went directly for the forward to go into the XP, as well as the Badang to directly go for the roam. Very understandable too as well. But yeah, it was the Badang is too much of an important hero to let go, so I kind of don't understand why Zepplin did not pick it up, because Badang is absolutely amazing in the room if your opponent has an assassin. So this is kind of they just, you know what, they are just picking their poison at this point. But look at the chip coming through. Oh, wait, a chip onto a Gato, not Gato, but the Badang. Zepplin are certainly playing it fire here, but it's very understandable though, because they already have a crowd controller, a frontliner now with the Gatot Gacha, so they just wanna go and pick out the heroes that can make them play macro. And there we go, the opening of the carry. I think carry is too early again, because Tartarus could go for an assassin again here. But we'll never know what they can do, because they can also deny the Harris that can come through for the side of Tartarus too. Maybe they are just relying on the comfort here at this point, so it's very understandable. But Tartarus did pick away the Selena. Selena in this kind of competition, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just a fun hero to play, of course, but also too early, and I do not see the way that Selena works here right now. But I think it has to do with the chip, with the portals coming through. You just want to have the vision of where the chip will come, because the portal has like 40 seconds cooldown, and the Selena just really amazing on putting the traps and opening up the map and regions as well. It's like the second best thing to an Novaria. Yeah, that has to be. If you want vision, just set a trap, because you want to see where the opponents are going to be trying to look for sets here. But Tartarus then ran away to assassins that they could use, that they could have gone for instead. Assassin Joy and Hayabusa taken away from them, but onto the other side though, Zepplin, they have to ban away all the jungles now. The Hayabusa, the Hanzo gone, I think 3 jungle ban already for the side of Zepplin. If they go for another jungle ban here, it's gonna be really amazing. But no, they ban out the Harris. Okay. Well, the carry pick actually works well against a Harris, but maybe they do not want to give the comfort away for the side of Tartarus too onto the gold lane side. That has to be it. Just trying to give away, but yeah, there we go. The better range is actually the Grander was better than the Harris to be banned away, because the carry does well against a Harris into the lane, and the Grander does well against the carry in the lane. So Tartarus, they are freely picking whatever they like right now, and I think they don't usually have a range, because the Death Sonatas in combination with the arrows is gonna be such a nuisance. So the carry has to go for the Purify here. But you know, we can never forget that there's also a Gato Kata happening for the side of Zepplin. A good frontliner is solid one at that, and can try to win against the lane with the forest too. So the rotation wise, it might be better for the side of Zepplin here. But the last picks are gonna be set up for the side of Zepplin. They need their jungle as soon as possible. Okay, the Snail and the Javier. Alrighty then. I think Tartarus should go for the. Wait, what could be good here? What? Bro, what is this? This isn't Malaysia, is it? It has to be there. Oh my goodness, Tartarus are trolling us again, and these people. If this is okay, this has to be Selena jungle and Nana mid lane, of course. If it is a Nana jungle, I'm out. I won't be out, but yeah. Welcome to Malaysia and India, guys. This is the Nana pick we're seeing for the Malaysian teams, and Tartarus are actually mirroring it. But we'll see how it works, because this is for the side of Zepplin, they have a late game combination for the carry as well as the Javer. an early game advantage a little bit as well for the side of Tartarus because they have a Phobias and a Badang which are heavy set potential too and gives out a lot of frontlinings to their Selena as well. So let's see. This is a best of one series, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the land of Don Zepplin versus Tartarus and this best of one quarterfinals, and we will see who's gonna be coming out on top because yes, they saved me a little bit of a brain rot moment because of course it's gonna be Selena jungle. I could have tweaked if it was a a Nana jungle and it would work well. But I still wanna know what the point of the Nana pick here was. The Molina does good. I mean, it's just he's gonna stun anything that comes in our way, not just one target, all the targets that come through. So I think it might also work well with the shortcuts. Maybe there's a possibility. I will never know until we see and until we try. Look at the good clearance coming out from the side of the Phobias. Oh, another one stun onto that bomb here. Joseph already being very scary. I would say very scary. Just he was trying to gang onto Asendria. Wait, this is what they're doing. Look at that, the sun coming through the wall. Is there Kiwi with the sets? Oh my goodness. Green Bastion will not be able to survive. The wall is too much for him to handle. Pinned down into it and first onto the hands of Tartarus. Doing wonders with this kind of lineup, which is just too squishy at this point. But then again, onto the bot side, though, Mugi might be in trouble getting stunned out. 3 men onto him, and Grim Bastion will be able to secure the kill onto the Phobias here. He has to go back and 1-for-1 as of now. But goal lead still into the hands of Tartarus. And, well, Kimi has always loved to try to position himself like that. Just try to disrupt the jungle as much as possible with whatever hero he's going to be using. But then again, there's not going to be a good set coming up for the side of Team Zepplin just yet because they do not. This is the tip we are talking about. He's going to be needing the token. Meanwhile, for Kimi, though, the Badang have a wall already into the second level. But the turtle will be started by the side of Tartarus, of course, because they have a good joining potential, and Dead Bomb is just level. AOZ onto the turtle. Joseph will be able to secure the turtle. The fight might be still on. Mugi into the picture, just trying to send away. The Molina Blitz will be dealing a lot of damage, and Grim Bastion falling down again into the hands of the jungle for the side of Tartarus. And look at that. All games everywhere for Tartarus. But onto the top side again, of course, this is a winning lane for the Granger here. He's gonna be having the better time going against Max on this carry though. So it's gonna be good, but the blue buff might be in trouble here. Kimi and Joseph just trying to march down and the retribution will be used. Okay, onto the top lane though. Shortcut was committed, but no damage just done yet. And Mugi, he also went back and he doesn't have the portal to go back to, but look at the damage coming in. Then Green Bastion that's trying to look for something. Jay might be in trouble getting knocked away, and the damage coming to Kimi is taken very low as well as Eden. They have to back away, and look at the damage coming through. Wales into the backside, Kimi falling down. Jay onto the next chopping block again. Eden with the kill, and Bastion will be falling down to the hands of Innocent again. Flicker committed that bomb, will be in trouble, and the Rhapsody will be able to secure the double kill for Innocent here, but he has to walk away. He does have the Rondo though. Hard fight is dealing a lot of damage, and Innocent will be falling down to the hands of Max again. Eden with the Molina being such a nuisance, he does have the passive walking through with it as well, and I think this is why the reason why he is also aggressive on a Nana. It's a Nana, guys. And I think it's gonna be a damage Nana because looking at his build, he's definitely going for the glowing one. And already the first build set in for the CO, the Hunter Strike is done, but Kimi just giving out beat and the stun committed just to have a poke at that. And the teammates is all around, so he's just trying to look for a fight. Not look for a fight, but look for a flank and a little bit of a opener into the map as well, and I think this is what Tartarus usually loves to do, and they are doing it so well. But right now, the second turtle is already up again, and Joseph, he's the one trying to set up for the turtle first, and look at the position coming through for the side of Tartarus. They're so good at it, but AOZ onto the backlines as well. Joseph, with the ever-loving retribution, will be able to secure the turtle again onto the backline. Mugi with the dive coming through, but Heartfight will be able to secure the kill onto Kimi. But oh my goodness, Gata falling down to the hands of Innocent, who come right here with the teleportation as well. Oh, Joseph with the stun coming through will be able to secure a kill, and while Eden will be securing a kill onto the bot lane here, onto the jungle. Lots of losses for the side of Zepplin, and this is Nana mid lane. I do not have anything against Nana, guys, but this is Nana. Well, look at the builds for Joseph though. He's got the first build. What is his name? Scarlet Phantom. So he just want to dive in through. So he just don't want to be the only stunner. He just want to dive in and scratch the opponent out as well. So he went for the first build with that. A lot of gold lead already into the hands of Tartarus. 4k gold lead in 5 minutes, going 6 minutes into the game, and 2 Thunderbells already taken away for the Badang as well as the previous 2. Well, this is not good. This is not good for the side of Zepplin though. But oh, Heartfight trying to look for a 1v1 situation onto the blue buff. Lazy boy Miosef will be the one coming out on top on Selena. Mind you, this is Selena, and first build already set him in already level 10 too. Heartfight just doing something he shouldn't have, but I understand that he's trying to look for it. But the Stalker committed, and Timmy is there. He will be able to survive. Nothing much of a damage that's coming through for Zepplin will be able to take him down. But Heartfight is also on the picture again, Eden with the front lining. This is the front lining, Eden. Alright, never mind, because the sun is coming through. A little bit of siege here and there onto the red bush, onto the red buff. There's no red bush, green only. Well, a little bit of reason for that from here on to the Jaeger. You know, a Xavier does need a lot of items, and I don't see him building out any item that can deal damage in comparison to the Nana, who's already got the growing one. This is gonna be so bad for Zepplin here. But Jay though might be able to get the ton on Joseph, but nothing much of a damage is there for their side to try to get a kill. Turtle already into the hands of Tartarus again, so they're gonna be having all the gold leads now. 5k, okay, Grim Bastion might be in trouble here, getting the stun. Timmy with the success. Oh my goodness, look at that face crack coming in. The damage is there, killing free for Mr. Innocent here. The Detonator is hitting on Green Bastion, and he will be taken down already. 6 kills for the hands of these young men onto the Granzer, and he's trying to look for more. The range is better, the damage is better, and the turrets are all falling down for the side of Zepplin. There's nothing they can do about it, and the only way they could compensate is if they send Heartfight down and try to get some turrets here and there, but that's not gonna be enough, because this is a studio who has the mobility but doesn't have the chance to come back fast like Fanny or Link can do. So this is such a bad position for Zepplin to try to play for it. Look at Miosef though. Ooh, the sun coming in. Mugi with the ton, with the stun also another one. He's just catching straight at this point for Zepplin though. Oh, okay, that's a miss, but still a good try. What a classy skin though. Oh, the lore is already going to be up in less than 30 seconds now. It is. Oh, Grim Bastard. Oh, Kimi with the flicker. Both not able to land any stun, but look at Grim Bastard though. He'll be able to survive because he does have the conceal. It was worth a try, but one pocket down, one ultimate down for the side of Zepplin. There's no way they will be able to sell. But look at Joseph though. Still in the position he was a minute ago, and just trying to send away his arrows time and again. Even if he does land on it, I don't think he will be committing to it. He's just being the nuisance that he is supposed to be on a hero like this Athena there. Huh, okay. 8k gold lead for the side of Tartarus, and they're still earning, they're still going. Oh, Eden, what are you doing? My boy is in trouble. Look at the stun coming through. He does have the passive able to survive. The stun is also there onto the backline, so oh, there's the stun. Jay will be taken down in no time for that. A lot of damage, but the stun is there. Joseph able to scratch the damage onto Green based in here, but he will be able to survive this thing. But it's gonna be an opening for the side of Tartarus to try to take the sword. You know what? As long as they last more than 6 minutes on a game against Tartarus, they are good. There has to be a team that couldn't last 6 minutes. So the lore is always also gonna be gone. Onto the hands of Tartarus, 9 minutes already. The first dot, the stunning Dragon Bastion already getting stunned again another time. Oh, the Soccer will be coming at Kimmy with the stun coming through as well. 3 members get stunned and Mugi with the double kill coming in again. Another stun, Innocent onto the backline. He just dive in. Another one kill will be enough for him. But look at the damage of the turret. He will not be able to take it down. Oh, what is the damage of this Granger, dude? He's really able to. Okay, I think we need to see what stacks on he's already on, because 8 kills. Well, I think it has to be around 40. He's almost full build and he's going for a wait, what is this? BOD, and oh my god, BOD is so good for the Granger too, and whatever he does is going to be dealing a lot of damage. But look at that, Jay trying to get a ton onto the members of the side of Tartarus, but the Lord is marching down, the stun is not landing. Mid lane might be in trouble, there's no threat coming through the turret. The base turret just barely standing still for the side of Zepplin here. Oh my goodness, can they hold it any longer? Because, oh, another stun onto the squishy members onto the backline. Max might be getting stunned again, but no, he is well aware enough this time around. Kimmy, he does have the flicker and the ultimate as well. He might be doing some fisting here, and I think they are also waiting for him to do that, because the turret is gonna be low into the bot lane as well. Oh, killing spree for the half fight. Oh, wait, it was into the backside. That's a flicker coming through. No damage done just yet, but Mugi will be falling down. Mega kill for the carry. That bomb with enough damage, but double kill already secure into the hands of Innocent here. This young dude that doing everything that he could onto this Granger too. That was just a fluke for him, but look at the damage coming in onto the hands of the Diva. It's just trying to scale in just a little bit. Oh, one shot and he's down. Max will not be able to survive. This is the goalie that we are talking about, and Max will not be able to stand a chance, and the stun coming through, and the fish crack is there. That bomb will not survive. Double kill into the hands of Innocent. He is going to try to go for more. The Belinda Blitz will be knocked away. Triple kill for Innocent. He can try to go for more, but these are the tankier members that we are talking about. They able to eat away all the damage coming in. Innocent does have the Roswell meter, and there we go, the medic, and one more hit. Green Basin will be giving the Sarats to Innocent here, and TRT Tartarus will be able to take this quarterfinals with a win. What a good game coming in for the side of Tartarus, so clean. Oh my goodness, what was that? And Nana P working in the quarterfinals. Oh my god, talk about cinematic, man. Talk about action, talk about work. I'm tired, guys. No, just because the Savage, oh my goodness. This is the second time we're seeing Savage in this tournament. I mean, today itself, we got 2 Savage already. And 2 of the Savage went into the marksman. Oh my goodness. This teaches us that we have to, work around our marksmen, guys. These people are just legit good. I think Zepplin, they do have a way to try to fight it out, but I just thought that the chip was too early. And there was already a Badang onto the other side. The Badang can literally try to set on your shortcut. So I think that was a little bit of a miscalculation on their part too, and the Harriet ban was absolutely a respect band too. We'll never forget that, but it was so good for Zepplin to try. They came this far. They had, I don't think it was also a mistake for them. They did what they could, but Tartarus, they were just better. And we cannot forget, this team has been made for so long right now and has been topping the charts everywhere. And Zepplin, them lasting more than 10 minutes is also enough. They were able to perform well, and yeah, we cannot forget that Max was also doing good onto the carry too, but enough of that, because Tartarus, they were able to outscale them time and time again. The damage coming through from the Granger, Innocent, not so innocent, just hunting down all the members on the side of Zepplin, and even getting to the point that he gets the Savage. This guy is built of, I don't know, Indian. Maybe he has to be the best goalie we have seen so far in this tournament. But yep, enough about that. Enough about yapping, guys. Me alongside with this is my partner, man. He is a health guard. Hellguard ultimate. Yeah, ultimate. But yeah, there was a closing match for all two international champion Indian qualifiers season 2 for today, and we had a blast. We had fun. We had two savages for just one day. This was the quarterfinals, best of one, and we will be coming back, guys, for the next day. And for now, congratulations to all the winners as well, and goodbye to all the losers. We'll be seeing you next time, and yeah, that might be the closing as well. Goodbye, take care, sayonara.